When the Sea Calls for a Hero, by Nameless Saint. In a quiet village by the sea, where the waters met the land with a gentle sigh, there lived a man named Thomas. Thomas was a fisherman, not known for heroism or bravery. His life was simple. He fished, he drank, he slept. The village knew him as a man of routine, a man who kept to himself. One autumn evening, a storm brewed on the horizon, dark and menacing. The villagers, accustomed to storms, carried on with their usual preparations, but the storm was unlike any they had seen. It was fierce and unrelenting, a tempest born of the sea's rage. As the storm raged, a cry for help pierced the howling wind. A small boat, caught in the storm, was struggling against the waves. The villagers watched in despair, for no one had the strength to brave the tempest. Thomas, though, was different that night. He had been in his hut, nursing a bottle of cheap whiskey and thinking of nothing more profound than the shape of the moon through the cracks in his roof. But the cry for help struck something in him. Perhaps it was the whiskey, or perhaps it was something deeper. He grabbed his old fishing boat, and with no more preparation than a rugged resolve, he set out into the storm. The waves were mountains, and the wind was a beast roaring with fury. Thomas fought against the storm with every ounce of strength in him, his hands raw from the rope, his body battered by the sea. For hours he battled the elements, driven by nothing more than a stubborn will to reach the boat. Finally, through a sheer force of determination, he reached the small craft, where the terrified sailors clung to hope. Thomas brought them aboard his boat, and with great effort, he navigated back to the village through the storm's wrath. When he returned, the villagers met him not with cheers but with stunned silence. Thomas, drenched and exhausted, stepped from the boat and staggered onto the shore. The storm began to abate, as if it had spent its fury on Thomas alone. The villagers were in awe. They had expected nothing from Thomas, and yet he had given everything. They realized that heroism did not always come from grand deeds or noble birth. Sometimes it came from the most unexpected places, from men who, under the right circumstances, could rise to the occasion. Thomas returned to his life as a fisherman, but he was no longer just a man of routine. He was a legend, a symbol of courage found in the most unlikely of hearts. His story became a part of the village's folklore, a reminder that heroism was not about seeking greatness, but about meeting the moment with all one's strength, regardless of how ordinary one might be. And so, the legend of Thomas grew, not as a tale of glory or conquest, but as a testament to the quiet bravery that can emerge in the face of the storm's rage, an accidental hero who became a legend by simply being there when it mattered.